Wow.
Wow?
She's something else.
Ray, if you don't mind me saying, that is a staggeringly insensitive remark, considering the circumstances.
Look, Fraser, I'm very sorry for Mrs. Tucci's loss, and I will make every effort to find the killer of her husband, but the fact remains she is a very beautiful woman.
Possibly.
No possibly about it. I don't know who has less sex, me or you, but at least I still think about women. Is that better or worse?
It's an interesting question.
Thank you.
Vecchio, where do we stand on the Tucci homicide?
He was killed with a .32 caliber. At this point, we suspect everyone and no one.
We can rule out robbery as a motive. This was found on the card.
How much is there?
$4,000.
Right. Now, what's a peanut vendor doing with $4,000?
Oh, it's not peanuts, sir.
Damn right it's not.
No, it's pretzels.
Whatever.
He's got a record.
Who?
The deceased did 6 months receiving stolen property in 1953.
Why are we investigating the deceased?
Because we're doing a full investigation.
Yeah, because he's Italian.
What?
He's Italian, so he's got to be mafia, right? He's Italian, he's a gangster. Did you ever stop to think that just maybe he's a decent guy who worked all of his life and saved every penny he has?
And kept it in his peanut cart.
Why not? Fraser carries his around in his hat.
Quite true, sir.
Are you saying I'm prejudiced?
Oh, no, sir, I'm sure she doesn't mean anything like that. It's just that your remark does have the air of cultural stereotyping about it.
Yeah.
Let it go, detective. Remember, you're only pretending to be not Italian.
Ciao, sir. Okay, so what'd you see in the park?
Nothing.
You told the officer you saw something. Now, what was it? Look, I'm not in the mood for 20 questions, so just tell me what you saw.
A guy.
What kind of guy?
A lumpy guy.
Was Mr. Tucci with the lumpy guy?
Yeah.
Was he arguing with this lumpy guy?
No.
Did you ever see Mr. Tucci in the park have any trouble, like an argument with a customer?
Kill somebody over a pretzel?
When did you see this lumpy guy?
Right before the shot.
Can you describe him besides lumpy?
Droopy mustache. Big gut. Skinny legs. Like a fat, skinny guy.
Would you recognize him?
I guess.
Okay, come on. I want you to take a look at some pictures. A lot of different pictures. We got tall guys, we got wide guys, we got a mixture of the two.
You could set your clock by him, sir. The route was predictable and almost never varied. Over the course of the week, it became clear that his route would take him along here, then up to here, and then across to here on Rainier Street, and then straight back through the park.
You memorized the pretzel guy's route.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. It's not something that I actively choose to do. On the other hand, it's not something I actively choose to ignore either.
Fair enough.
I will try to correct that, sir. In the meantime, I thought it might be useful to your men to know where he had been on the day of the murder.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hey, Fraiche, there's Luann Russell on the line. She's calling on behalf of Mrs. Tucci.
Franny, you're a woman, apparently. What do women look for in a man?
You're asking me? Why? What sick thing are you up to?
I'm just asking. I got this friend. So this love at first sight, is that legit? I mean, if you don't make a good first impression, are you dead in the water or what?
Well, you're not deformed or anything, really. I don't know. It really depends. I mean, did you show her your disgusting tattoo or how far you could spit or, you know, that charming thing where you kick holes through the ceiling tiles?
Come on, Franny. Give me a picture.
Ooh, aren't we touchy? Who is this woman?
Nobody. Just someone I met at work.
A cop?
No.
A criminal?
No.
I don't know, Ray. My best advice would be to be yourself, but in your case, I don't think that's a great idea.
Fraser? So, where are we going?
Well, I'm good-looking boy.
That's my son, Frankie.
Your husband never mentioned him.
My Franco and Frankie Jr., they fight. So he ran away 20 years ago.
What did they fight about?
Oh, father and son, what does it matter? What makes a difference? But he'll come back. I know he will.
How long have you worked for the Tucci's?
A little over 2 years.
Can you describe Mr. Tucci?
He's unbelievable. He didn't have a lazy bone in his body. He worked every day from sunup to sundown, never complained. Most people I know just complain about everything, you know?
Yeah, I know.
They're both just amazing. She's got this nerve thing. It's only getting worse. Some days she can't hold a book. Her eyes are going. She never complains. I just love her. You know what she really likes?
No.
When I read to her. She loves these big romances. Today I started Sword of Desire by Donald O'Connor. Do you know it?
No, I don't get a lot of time for reading, though, you know, I like reading.
Well, they're great.
Gabrielle's chest heaved with passion.
The wind whipped her raven hair as she stood at the edge of the parapet, thinking only of her passion for Paolo. Her lips.
She reads it to me every afternoon. Sometimes she puts it on a tape, so if I get awake in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep, I listen again.
Mrs. Tucci, you said on the telephone that you were frightened.
I just don't understand what happened. See, Franco, he never talk about himself. Never talk about his business. Just shut you right out. That's Franco. But the last week or so, he was not himself. He was, how you say, distracted. He was so nervous. And now someone is... I feel so helpless.
Can you think of anyone who might want to kill him, Mr. Tucci?
No, nobody. It's that park. The crackheads are crazy. I told them it wasn't safe.
And perhaps a gentleman would like a glass of Franco's wine.
Oh, no, thank you.
Detective Vecchia?
No, thanks. I'm working.
I'll have a glass for sleeping.
Yeah, it's late and I'm booking off, so, yeah, a glass of wine would be great. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse me. Vecchio. Yeah? Okay, I'll talk to you in the morning. Emmy's report, he had cancer. He would have been dead in 2 months anyway.
Oh! I'm sorry. He didn't say anything. You must have known.
What is this? What?
Your husband was ill at the time of his murder. He had cancer.
Franco was dying? They killed a dying man?
They, who do you mean by they?
No. What if they tried to kill me?
No one would have any reason to kill you, Mrs. Tucci.
But no one had any reason to kill Franco either. Oh, I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Nothing will happen to you, I promise.
Oh.
Ray, I think it would be a good idea for me to bivouac here for the night.
You know what?